Remember when social media meant more than scrolling through feeds? A time when you could truly customize your profile, set your favorite songs, and share your world with friends. MySpace was the king of that era, a platform that ruled the internet before Facebook even existed. But how did it go from dominating the social media landscape to falling into obscurity? Today, we'll dive into the story of MySpace's meteoric rise and dramatic decline. And, to tie it into the true crime world, we'll explore how MySpace was linked to a high-profile case that shaped the conversation around online safety. The early days of MySpace. To understand the rise and fall of MySpace, we first need to look at the visionaries behind it, Tom Anderson and Chris DeWolf. Tom Anderson became the platform's iconic face as everyone's default first friend on MySpace. Before this, Anderson had dabbled in computer hacking and was passionate about technology. His vision for MySpace was to create an open, customizable space where users could truly express themselves. He focused on building an easy-to-use platform where creativity could thrive. Chris DeWolf, meanwhile, brought the business acumen. With a marketing background, DeWolf had an eye for capitalizing on digital trends. He saw the potential for an advertising-based model on social networks and understood how to scale a business quickly. Before MySpace, both founders were working at a company called eUniverse, experimenting with digital content and social networking concepts. In 2003, Anderson and DeWolf saw the rising popularity of Friendster, an early social media platform. They recognized Friendster's potential, but also its flaws, such as slow load times and limited user customization. Inspired by this, they launched MySpace as a faster, more customizable alternative. The site's success was immediate. Within just a couple of years, it had grown into the most popular social network in the world. MySpace's meteoric rise. By 2004, MySpace was experiencing explosive growth. Its unique appeal came from how much control it gave users over their profiles. Users could choose their own backgrounds, fonts, add music, and create a personal, digital space that reflected their personality. This made MySpace stand out in the emerging world of social media. The music revolution. One of MySpace's most innovative features was its role in the music industry. The platform became a hub for independent musicians to share their work with a broad audience. Bands like Arctic Monkeys and Lily Allen found their first major exposure through MySpace. Musicians could upload their songs, interact directly with fans, and bypass the traditional music industry gatekeepers. By 2006, MySpace had become the most visited website in the United States, even surpassing Google for a time. It boasted over 100 million active users and was central to the digital lives of teenagers, artists, and businesses alike. The 2008 financial crisis. Despite its unprecedented growth, MySpace's fortunes started to shift after the 2008 financial crisis. This global economic downturn had a significant impact on businesses that relied heavily on advertising revenue, MySpace included. As companies slashed their marketing budgets, MySpace found it harder to secure ad revenue. At the same time, Facebook was emerging as a strong competitor. Its clean, simple interface contrasted with MySpace's increasingly cluttered and slow-loading pages. Facebook began attracting users looking for a more streamlined experience, and businesses soon followed, shifting their ad spending to the newer platform. The fall of MySpace. Missteps and missed opportunities. Several internal missteps also contributed to MySpace's decline. In 2005, MySpace was acquired by News Corporation for $580 million. This acquisition, initially seen as a great move for both parties, turned out to be one of the major reasons for MySpace's downfall. Under News Corp, the platform became more focused on generating advertising revenue, which led to the site becoming cluttered with ads. This shift in priorities alienated users, many of whom migrated to Facebook, where the user experience was much cleaner. After the acquisition, the platform's founders, Anderson and DeWolf, gradually lost control of MySpace's direction. Corporate decision-making took over, and the company's original vision of a user-focused platform gave way to more profit-driven strategies. By 2009, both Anderson and DeWolf had left their leadership roles, and MySpace was struggling to compete with Facebook. As the social media landscape shifted, MySpace also lagged behind in adapting to mobile technology. With smartphones becoming a key part of everyday life, platforms like Facebook optimized quickly for mobile use. MySpace was slow to catch up, leaving users frustrated with its outdated interface. The dark side of MySpace. While MySpace was a place for creativity and socializing, it also played a role in one of the earliest high-profile cases of online harassment, the Megan Meier case. In 2006, Megan Meier, a 13-year-old, tragically passed away after experiencing online harassment on MySpace by an adult posing as a teenage boy. This incident brought attention to the potential dangers of anonymity and cyberbullying on social media platforms. The case had a profound impact on the conversation around online safety and the responsibilities of social networks to protect their users. The Megan Meier case was one of the first instances that showed how social media could be used for harmful purposes, which became a critical issue in the emerging age of online interaction. For those of you who follow true crime stories, the dangers of online platforms are not a new topic, but this early case highlighted how vulnerable users, especially teens, can be in these digital spaces. The final decline and current state of MySpace. By 2011, MySpace had lost the vast majority of its users. Facebook had grown rapidly, surpassing MySpace and establishing itself as the new dominant force in social media. MySpace attempted to pivot by rebranding itself as a platform focused on music and entertainment, even enlisting Justin Timberlake as an investor in 2011. However, the platform never regained its former glory. Today, MySpace still exists, but it operates mainly as a music discovery platform. It's a shadow of its former self, with a small but loyal user base. What was once a cultural powerhouse is now a relic of early internet history, fondly remembered by those who lived through its heyday. The story of MySpace is a lesson in the importance of adapting to a rapidly changing digital landscape. At its peak, MySpace had all the advantages: millions of users, a unique product, and a significant cultural impact, but as technology evolved, it failed to keep pace. MySpace's slow response to the rise of mobile technology and its inability to innovate as Facebook surged ahead sealed its fate. It's a reminder that no matter how successful a platform might be, failing to adapt to new trends and user expectations can lead to a rapid decline. What about you? Do you have any memories of using MySpace? Were you one of those users who customized your profile with music and flashy backgrounds? Or were you more of a Facebook fan from the start? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear your experiences. If you enjoy stories about the rise and fall of internet giants and the true crime connections that sometimes follow, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. There's a lot more to uncover in the world of social media, tech, and true crime.